All right, Brewers, Coach D here. Going to talk to you a little bit about your swing and more or less the upper half of the body and how it works in a swing. This is Adrian Gonzalez. It's a little bit. This is a little YouTube video on slow motion on hitting. I just want to comment a few things. We'll talk about consistencies and then variances or differences in their swing style. So here we go. So one thing to notice, the elbow is tucked in tight to the body. The elbows aren't out and up. Like for example, let's see, in the load position for Adrian, his load position, his elbow's high. But the elbow, every elbow comes down in the course of the swing. So what we want to do is we don't want to start off with the high elbow. We want to start off with the elbow maybe down here just a tad. But as you notice, watch the back arm. The elbow tucks into the gut, right, like so. So the elbow's in tight. The hands or the knob is coming to the pit. The ball's coming through here. The knob is actually pointing at the ball. And then the bat, and notice his hips are already starting to rotate. Now the bat comes through the strike zone. You can barely see the ball. It's right here. Adrian's head and eyes are on where the bat is going to make contact with the ball. Primarily looking out of this, his right eye, or the eye closest to the pitcher, is where you're actually going to be seeing the ball make contact with the bat. Let me get this volume down. Okay, he finishes. Notice this, arms are extended, right? Although his elbow was hooked into his gut here, he made contact. Made contact here. Elbow still tucked in, made contact. He finishes his swing. So for those of you guys who I said don't finish your swing, a lot of you guys actually don't. Nathan, Sean, Julian sometimes, and I know there's a few more. Mark needs to finish a little bit as well, but you have to finish the swing. Now, Adrian Gonzalez holds on to the bat fairly long. Here's Pujols. Once again, elbow in, eyes on the ball. This is where the ball and the bat actually make contact. Notice on Albert, and same thing with Adrian, just this is a better look. This is the positioning of the body. It's a straight line, back foot, feet are turned. Watch the finish, doesn't stop at the swing. Finishes, arms extended through the zone, follows the ball with his eyes, carries on all the way through. Just lets go of the bat right here. So well beyond the contact point, he's holding on to the bat. Look at that back foot. Now, this one's a great example of talking about how you swing during the count. So right now, this is a fresh count. I believe it's the first pitch. So notice a couple things here. Notice how far his load goes, right? We don't pick up our foot, but notice how high he picks up his foot, drops. That's a big swing. That's a hammer swing, a little bit of an uppercut. And now it'll say 3-1. So he's got 3 balls, 1 strike. So he's still got a strike to spare. So he's really cranking for the hard hit. Notice that foot again. Boom, makes contact. Now what does he have? Foul ball, 3-1. You're absolutely right. Now it's a full count. Now take a quick look at the difference. He's what's called shortening a swing. Now, let's take a look back here. Arms are way back, high step, long stride, big swing, right? Now when he gets to 3-2, smaller step, doesn't load quite as much, just trying to get the bat to the ball. So when I say shorten your swing, it's going to be on a 2-strike count. The strikes are only important for the shorten your swing portion, Balls doesn't matter. So when you have 0 strikes or 1 strikes, we want you to take a full swing. And when you have 2 strikes, I want you to shorten the swing. So in case of the mechanics, I don't want you to load quite as much. I don't want you to swing quite as hard. What we're looking for is contact. We need to put the ball in play. You're going to hear this a number of times from me throughout the course of the year. Let's let the defense get us out. Let's not get ourselves out, right? Number one thing I don't like seeing is looking at strike 3. But in the case of the ball being close, I'd rather you swing at a ball slightly inside, slightly outside. Umpires are humans. They make errors. They might even intentionally call a pitch a little bit more inside or a little bit more outside to keep the flow of the game going. So 2 strikes, we want to shorten the swing. Don't load as much. Don't fire as hard or swing the bat as hard. What we're looking for is contact. So we'll watch a couple more swings. Here we go. Here's an example, perfect, of a no step. We got a professional David Wright no stepping. Boom, guess where that goes? Yeah, over the fence. There's the no step. He just brings that foot up and drops his heel down, turns his hips. Let's go back 1 second here. Puts the foot up, drops the foot. He actually gets his elbow a little bit farther out, and I just want to check the placement of the pitch. So it looks like down the middle, his elbow is a little bit farther out. He probably would like to get that elbow a little bit farther in. It almost seems like he was kind of chasing that pitch a little bit. But anyway, example of a no step. If you feel you have to step, and I've constructed you not to step, widen that stride. You can just put that front foot up on your toes, just like so. And then when you're ready to go, just drop it and start your swing. Hanley Ramirez, do not ever, never step like that. Obviously, he's on his front foot a little bit, and it catches up. Notice the body, straight up and down at the point of impact. Straight up and down at the point of impact. Straight up and down at the point of impact. Not leaning or lunging over the front foot at all. It's all on the back foot. This is a home run champion of, I believe, 2012. We'll watch a couple more here, and this will be the video for the week. Manny Ramirez. He takes a stride. We're eliminating that. This is your starting point right here. Hands are back. Weight's back. Elbows in, knob to the ball, eyes on the ball. At the point of impact, very straight, up and down. Holds onto the bat all the way through the strike zone until he can't hold on anymore. And just breaks the hands when the bat's up back here. It's easier for right-handed batters, for whatever reason, to hold on to the bat more than it is for a left-handed batter. I don't know why that is. I batted switch hit, so I'd hit right and left. And when I hit left-handed, it would essentially, when the bat was pointed, let's say over to right field, I'd have to let go of the bat. Where a right hand, I don't even have to let go of the bat with my top hand. Here's a real slugger, Prince Fielder. Now this is where we're going to start. This is our stance right here, so we'll start here. Notice he's up on his toe, so if you guys need to have something to keep the timing, you can get up on that toe. There we go, weight's back. Elbows in, knob to the ball, eyes to the ball. So he's making contact right here. Elbows still in, eyes are still to the ball. Weight is on the back foot right here. Foot's turned, right? Remember the old days? Squash the bug. Definitely squashing a big old bug under that foot. Eyes are down, head's down. His head isn't like a bobblehead. Swinging head does not follow the bat. Does not. Look at that bat is all the way up and around. Where is his head? His head, he's not looking at the bat. He's not looking back here at the announcers, the ESPN booth. He's looking in the direction of pitcher, center, right field. Man, that's a big swing. Anyway, Brewers, let's wow, that is a beautiful swing. So let's take one more look. Cano, this is a really good swing. Cano's got probably the sweetest swing in baseball. You guys you want to take a look at some Andre Ethier on the Dodgers and Cano have really, really sweet swings. Happen to both be left-handers. All right. There it is. Elbows in. Knob to the ball right here. Eyes down. Squashing the bug. Makes contact. Head still down. Watching. Body's vertical. Head is never following the bat. Never follows the bat. His head does not zip around with the bat. This is kind of too slow. So his head never turns with the bat. Jim Edmonds, yeah, he doesn't take a step. He stands real wide too. Let's take a peek at that elbow. Elbows down, heads down. Body's vertical. Makes contact through the zone. Head stays down. Down here. Boom. Hey guys, let's work hard on Friday. We got practice from 8:30 to 10 p.m. Party time. New Hope Community Gym. I'll see you there. Happy baseball.